They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying, yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. You got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And a look at the defense now. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry, he loses the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
10 yards still left on second down. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Green, 39.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye.
Zebra.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. 8 yards to go here on second down.
Zebra.
Dalton throwing on second down. And the grab by Croft. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Dalton. And that's complete to Croft. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly. Worked his way inside and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Dalton now to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's incomplete. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Fourth punter.
Yeah,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ozzie Newsome, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd down and 8 now.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Dagger, 20, wide 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's second down. Dalton looking. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about, and now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Give to the fullback on the dive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Good solid.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Dalton under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver from 8 yards out. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw, it's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. First and 10 for Dalton. That is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ozzie Newsome. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's 2nd and 7, and they're going to go soft on the corners.
Black 58, Royal.
Another pistol look here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58, here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it to Hearns. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
On first down, Bortles. And this one is incomplete. So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Now Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they get 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
2nd down, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They come out here in the I. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Zebra. 380.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down following the run.
Dagger!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Here's Dalton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll take him down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can...
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all...
And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Now, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Shift together here from the D-line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, 'cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V.